Hey Soul Tribe, welcome back to the channel. I felt called to do a reading today for the lunar eclipse and the full moon. We have a full blood moon, and it's called a blood moon because with the lunar eclipse that we're having, the Earth blocks the light from the sun on the full moon and it casts more of like a red glow. So if you see it red tonight, that is why it is red. And there's just a lot of things happening, a lot of energy flowing, a lot of transitions happening in this eclipse window. This is the closing of the eclipse, and the beautiful thing about this is it's taking, because it's a full moon in Scorpio, it's taking everything that is not aligned with our truth, everything that is really not resonant with us anymore moving forward as we move into these new earth frequencies, everything that is really wanting to leave that is not serving us is being taken out automatically by spirit, by the universe. So allow what is leaving to leave. Chill out if you're freaking out about what's happening, what things are happening, and just allow right now. Surrender, do things that bring you joy, and hopefully this reading will help to understand what we're navigating and to help bring you a little bit more clarity. So if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Priscilla Bernstein. I'm a soul alignment specialist. If you have been here before, welcome back. It's so great to have you. I love seeing all my new subscribers coming on. I love your all's messages, and it is so great to have you here. Thank you for watching, and I'm excited to see what is going to come through today for this full moon and lunar eclipse. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do that at the link below, and you can get a more personalized reading. I also do Akashic record readings and energy clearing, so if you'd like something like that, you can look at all my sacred offerings. And I am expanding and extending my enrollment period for my Soul Alignment Mastermind. So if you would like, I felt really called to start it this month, but with the eclipse and everything that's been happening, I have really felt the need to push back and start it after the eclipse season. So that will begin June 1st. If you're interested, all of the links will be down below. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say for you guys. What do my beautiful subscribers have to... Let's see. What do I want to ask here? What are we navigating right now, Spirit? What are we navigating? Can you share what my viewers are going to be working with here over the next 2 weeks? So just so you know, we are closing out the eclipse window today, but we'll still be in the shadow of the eclipse for another 2 weeks. So we're still going to be feeling the effects of everything that's happening right now. So ultimately, what we're going through is this Tower reversed, which totally makes sense, and then the Six of Coins reversed, which is all about foundation. I think this came through at the beginning of the month for some of the zodiac signs. This is a 6 year, so we are working on foundations. This Six of Coins is all about foundations in our physical reality, foundations in our home life. You know, I release energy through burps sometimes, so releasing and changing foundations in our physical body. I felt like the need to say that with that release of gas up through my center, through my stomach. And then the Tower card is all about like our foundations crumbling, but it's reversed. So it's a rebuild that's happening right now. So if you have gone through a Tower moment recently, if you have had something that the rug got pulled out from underneath you in your physical reality, you had a breakup, you lost your job, you had to move, or you got kicked out of your place, or something happened where your rent was raised exponentially to where you couldn't afford it and you had to find somewhere else to live. If something has happened like this in your physical reality for your foundations to change in a really big way, just know that it's all happening for a reason. This foundational shift is happening for a reason. And I'm going to pull a clarifier here. Can you talk a little bit more about this, Spirit? What do you want me to tell my subscribers or those watching here? Thank you. So we got the Hangman upright, the Devil card reversed, the 8 of Swords upright, and then the Queen of Swords reversed. So ultimately, yeah, what's leaving is we're having to see things from a different way. We're having a lot of ego deaths. The old version of ourselves just does not resonate anymore. It just does not compute with the version of yourself that you're stepping into. This full moon with an eclipse is really harnessing and pulling out all the things that no longer serve us. That's where this Devil card reversed here is. All the superficial things that we've been focused on, all the things that anywhere where we've been wearing a mask, anywhere where we've been putting up with something that is not like worth us putting up with, all of that shit is coming to the surface and leaving now. And the eclipse is actually doing this for you. So you're not having to do a whole lot of this yourself, which is really nice. But it causes a big ego death in our physical beingness, because with everything that we've ever known, when we have these huge foundational shifts, there's this necessity to really trust and honor what is happening, as opposed to trusting that it's all going to work out once it works out, right? So you have to trust before you see it working out. And seeing things from a different perspective. That's all about the Hangman, is like seeing things usually from a different perspective. And a lot of people have actually said it's like we're living in the upside down world right now. And it really, our physical reality, even though it seems like shit is hitting the fan and everything is getting way worse in our physical reality, what's happening in the undercurrent of what we can't see just below the surface is everything is literally crumbling. This tower, all the foundations in our physical reality are going through a huge transformation right now. This isn't just you and the macrocosm of your life. This is on the macro of the global scale, right? And so when we think about everything kind of coming to a head in our physical reality and the world on a global scale, the undercurrent of what's happening is that we have shifted already into these quote unquote new earth frequencies. There's way more light flooding into the grid of the earth, and with that, the frequency of the earth has risen. And so anything not in vibrational alignment with that, if you can't rise up to the vibrational frequency of this new earth frequency, chances are you're vibing down here and it's really painful, or you may check out, right? Like your soul may have signed up to check out or to have that experience longer. So just know that you can match the vibrational frequencies of the new earth frequency coming up here. But what's happening is the paradigm of what's happening in this 3D version, this lower version, and what's happening in the 5D version up here, or the multi-dimensional version, if you will, because it's literally like we're tapping into so many different timelines, dimensions, and realities up here. And what you see on the surface in 3D is not happening up here. There's so much more happening up here, and we're being able to see things in a broader perspective. We're being able to see the whole of what's happening. We're focused on the whole, and we're not focused on the actual, problem, right? So there's like solutions up here. There's, higher dimensionality and higher frequencies to tap into telekinesis, telepathy, working with energy in a different way. Where down here it's very dense, it's very linear. So we're moving back and forth. We've been in this toggle between the two, and now we're more and more people, because the light codes have flooded the planet and we've had these waves of awakening, more and more people are rising up here and living at this frequency. So just know, if you're going through something, you're going through an ego death, and it's happening for a reason. It's happening because whatever you were holding on to is not serving you anymore. And as that stuff is being taken out of your life, what's happening is, you know, this up leveling is happening from here to here. You become lighter, you come into this higher frequency, and you're more open to receive all the things that are meant for you. But you can't take all the stuff from this lower dimensionality, this lower, denser dimension up here to this higher dimension. You can't take that dense stuff with you. You have to lighten your load, and you have to come up here. And that's where this 8 of Swords comes in, right? The 8 is the ellipses, right? It's the, you know, as above, so below, as within, so without. So just knowing that there's a cycle happening here, and you're moving through the cycle, you're moving through it, and you are accessing parts of yourself right now through this full moon eclipse. Things are coming to the surface. You're being asked to look at things in a different way. You're being shown exactly what needs healing, exactly what needs to be let go of, exactly what you're needing to step forward towards. And it's really calling you back to your destined path, to that version of yourself who you are meant to be, in alignment with your soul and your soul's desires, right? And this Queen of Swords reversed is Spirit's really asking you to stop trying to decipher everything and to understand everything logically, because you cannot make sense of all the stuff that's happening right now. You cannot wrap your head around it in a way that is going to logically make sense, because we're moving into uncharted territory. Nobody knows what's happening up here. We just have to trust and be led and guided and lifted up to that next level. But we have to have that ego death. We have to go through these tower moments. We have to let go and let our foundations shift and have the tectonic plates do whatever they're going to do in our life to shift and reform the foundation in which we are supposed to build upon. And when we do that, and we stop trying to overanalyze everything and trust and chill, like that was my channel message of the day. If you follow me on Instagram, Spirit was like, you gotta fucking chill. Like, everybody's freaking out, and everybody just needs to chill out right now, because things are moving and things are falling into place and things are being taken out, and we need to stop putting our hand in the like fan blades and trying to like manipulate it. We need to just let things fall as they may and fall into place and reorganize. And then once the dust has settled, if you will, after eclipse season, then we can start going through and feeling out the things that have landed, feeling out the things, and being okay with the things that have left, really allowing yourself to bless the things that have left or that are leaving, thanking them for what they were, for where they got you, for what lessons they taught you, and then letting them go with grace, right? Okay, Spirit, so what else can my subscribers or the viewers that are going to be watching, what else can they be looking forward to through this time? So we got the Sun, the Knight of Swords, the Hermit, the Three of Cups, the Death card, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so all of these are upright except the Five of Wands, which is really great. So the Five of Wands is telling me that we're coming out of like this conflict energy. We're coming out of this energy where we're feeling the need to fight, like, it's not a competition, right? Like, this is all about collaboration. We're coming out of that lone wolf kind of mentality and energy where we've had to kind of be on our own and do it ourselves. And right now, I think through this eclipse season and this full moon, not only are we really aligning to our soul desires and our destiny and who we're meant to be on this planet as incarnated at this time, but I really feel like soul tribe is coming in. So this like fight for your life type energy, this idea that you have to compete to get where you're at, to work hard, to fight for the things that you want, like that is old paradigm stuff, and that is falling away right now, which is really great. And so what else we have here is the death card. Again, there's going to be a lot of ego deaths. I wouldn't even be surprised if there are more deaths on the planet, not even due to COVID, but just deaths of souls that have signed up to exit the plane, this human plane at this time, to either be reincarnated as a different spirit, a different soul, and a different experience, right? Because the next generations that are coming, like, we're literally like pulling down and anchoring in these new earth frequencies. We're like pulling down, if you think about who we are as light workers, if you're watching this, you are one of these people and you're resonating with this. You are one of these people who's been called to pull down the light, right? And to toggle and help new earth come up into being. And these next waves of generations are the ones who are really going to see the fullness of new earth. We as adults are probably not going to get to see this fully come into completion in our lifetime, right? So just know that if you have people close to you passing away, just know and allow yourself to bring peace to your heart in knowing that their soul signed up to exit reality at this time, to reincarnate, to be one of the people harnessing in new earth, to be one of those new generations here to work new earth in the way that it is meant to be worked, right? So it's less of a sad thing and more of like a joyous occasion in like, oh, their time here has been served and they're leaving, their soul's leaving to re-up and like integrate all the lessons that their soul needs, and then to reincarnate at a new time when their soul is ready once again in new earth, right? And so that should be a beautiful thing. So a lot of ego death again, and a lot of physical death may be happening over the next few months, because also the things that aren't serving us anymore, low vibrational, like maybe somebody holding a really low vibrational frequency is exiting the planet, because it's like, no, that doesn't work anymore, right? When I said it's like you either are going to stay here and it's going to be really hard and you may decide to check out, or you drop all the stuff and you allow yourself to elevate, to be elevated. Like, this is something that you actually don't have to physically do on your own, but if you allow yourself to be guided, if you allow yourself to be in tune, not only with your inner authority. And speaking of inner authority, I'm about to put out a video, and it's a live talk that we're doing that we may turn into a podcast, but it's a talk series about how to live in your inner authority and from your inner truth, the like sacred art of living in your truth. And when you allow yourself to do this on a daily basis, and you listen less to what somebody's telling you to do, and you listen to what feels resonant deep within you and make a choice based on that moving forward, when we do this, that's what's going to elevate you to this higher dimensional frequency, to the new earth frequencies, and allow you to be in a place where you are just responding, right? You're just moving from inspired action of what your soul's asking for on a day-to-day basis. It's not you having to figure it out or logically make sense of it, okay? And so some of you may be going into deep hermit mode right now. I know for myself, I went through, the last week has been really dense and really heavy, and just I had zero energy. I would do one thing, like record a video and be like, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna take a nap and I'm gonna go for a hike. And just being on the hike with my dogs, I was like, I'm so tired. You know, it was like all my life force was being sucked out of me. But I really feel like it was this, whatever is finally leaving and I'm done with is exiting the body now. And so my body is transferring all of this old energy and pulling in all of this new energy. And so you just allow what needs to happen. You rest, you take the time to self-care and to nurture yourself. You drink more water, you know. If you're feeling this hermit mode right now, just know that's where you're at, and that's okay, that you're transferring a shit ton of energy for your new life, for this new version of yourself that you're stepping into, and probably for the tribe and the people within your little collective, whoever that is. So some of you may be going into a hermit mode, and you'll come out of this probably after eclipse season, but you're going to be kind of like pulling in and taking these things and really integrating them and embodying them, and just allow that to happen. So many people also are feeling really sick, feeling, maybe not sick is the word, but feeling like ascension symptoms and spiritual flu. So again, the like tiredness, the kind of stuffy nose, or feeling like you have more mucus, a lot of excretions, like that's how the body releases things, right? Weird pains in your body. Like I have a really intense pain that's been with me most of the day. It's kind of going away, but it's like up in my lung, or like way above my kidneys, but it's almost as if like a rib is out of place or something like that. This morning it was like I was having trouble like even taking a deep breath. I was like stretching. I was like, what is going on? But I really got, it's like, oh, my body is releasing something, and I just have to honor that. I've been way more physical today, which is good, and got a lot of sunshine. I don't know if you can see, my shoulders are probably a little burned, but what's happening, you have these pains in the body. You may feel like you're catching a cold. You may feel really headachy, or almost like you need more rest. You're really lethargic, or you want to sleep more. Allow yourself to do that. If you have a lot of ear ringing, that's another sign that you're receiving a lot, and there's a lot that's about to happen. So just be prepared, okay? And then some of you are going to be in like celebration mode. Some of you are going to be finding your tribe, coming together, coming back out into the world. You're going to be kind of the opposite of this hermit, right? You're starting to move and groove and get out there, and starting to initiate more conversations, more, you know, feeling yourself and getting out there in a way, shining your light brighter, and coming into celebration as you call your tribe, and as they begin to reverberate and magnetize to you. And then we have the Sun card and the Knight of Swords. So with the Knight of Swords, it's almost as if he's like fading away here. So some of you, I think with the eclipse energy and the full moon, I think there are some of you who are resonating with this, are going to almost feel like a variation of yourself, or like that ego death, almost as if like you're shifting from that lower, denser vibrational energy into the higher, denser, or higher frequency that's faster, it's less dense, it's lighter, right? And it's almost like this like disintegration of your physical body, of the physical beingness of who you are, as you elevate to this next level. Some of you are going to be in that pulling or suctioning up, lightening up mode, right? I think the majority of us are going to be feeling this, but some of you may be feeling this very, very intensely. And so if you're feeling this, what this could look like is very intense, vivid dream states. This could be almost like astral traveling a lot, astral journeying, tapping into the Akashic records, having more synchronicities, and almost like these events where things are happening like rapid fire, but you can't even like explain it, like maybe almost timeline hopping, where it's like, oh, I'm going back and forth and I can feel this, and I'm still here, but I'm like over here watching this thing play out, and I'm like, oh my God, is this happening? You know, because I'm still really cognizant of my reality, but I can like see what's playing out in my future. So a lot of that, right? Like a lot of like toggling and quantum leaping or quantum jumping, timeline hopping, whatever you want to call it. And then some of you are just going to be really loving this energy. I'm guessing if you are a Scorpio or a Taurus, you're probably in your sun right now. You're probably like, heck yeah, I am loving this energy. Like right now, I need to look at my placements. I'm channeling right now, so I'm not really paying attention to that. But like I am feeling myself today more so than I have felt all week, right? Like I felt terrible all week. And then it was today, it was like, boom, everything just kind of like fell away. I was actually started yesterday, but I had a huge upgrade on my hike, and all of these downloads were coming in, and it was like all this new stuff was happening, and what I was getting from my guides was incredibly beautiful. And then today it's like I have just literally been in the sun. Look, you can see, ooh, that is a good burn. Dang. Yeah, so like I just soaked up the sun today, right? And I was feeling it. I was feeling myself. I was feeling being outdoors. I was literally just having fun. And really that's kind of what the message was today, is to fucking chill, have fun, tap into things that bring you joy, that make you feel pleasurable, that get you in a lighter vibrational frequency, and stop worrying about everything that's playing out around you, because things are moving and you just need to stop putting your hand in the mix. You know, you don't put your hand in the mixer while it's going. You let that thing do its thing until it creates the dough, right? You don't put your hand in the middle of the fan unless you want to get your hand whacked. Like, these things are happening, so don't interfere with it. You have to wait until it is stopped and the energy slows and everything settles, and then you can come in. Okay, are there any clarifiers for this, Spirit? Okay, so no clarifiers for this. Let me see, what are the lessons that my viewers are going to need at this time, or what are they going to be learning? Yep, the Hangman again. So seeing things from a different perspective, zooming out, allowing your life to kind of flip upside down and not freaking out about it. Just hang in there. Just hang in there, because honestly, it's all going to work itself out. It may not seem like it at this time, and it may be hard to let go of control, but I'm telling you, it will all work out. Can I get a clarifier for this? Thank you. Sorry if you hear my dog coughing. She's a little old lady. We did 7.5 miles today. She's really tired. Okay, so we got the 7 of Swords here. So what is happening too with this clarifier is so much is being revealed. Anything that was not truth or not in alignment with your truth and your soul's truth is being revealed to you right now. So you just hang in there, let those revelations come up, let the things that are bubbling up to the surface. And you see here, there's like a dawn or like a sunset happening below his head. But if you think about it, it's like the crown of enlightenment almost is happening in the upside down world, right? As you're upside down, as you're going through this ego death, and you're seeing what is out of alignment. You're being clearly shown what is being taken out, what is no longer serving you, what is out of alignment, and what is. So move towards the things that are in alignment, okay? And what do my viewers have to look forward to after the eclipse period? Whew. Lot. All right, let's see what came out there. Okay, that was a lot of the deck. So we got the King of Swords reversed, the 10 of Swords. So with this, I'm getting like completion on old habits, old patterns, old programming, the things that really held us captive in our lives, maybe the limiting beliefs, the things that really we almost did to ourselves. Like, just the old paradigm is closing. This is really the last, like almost like last ditch effort of fear-mongering and people in power trying to stay in power, and the ways in which we allow that to happen and to sway us. There's going to be a lot more people coming into their sovereignty, coming out of this oppressive state and closing the cycle on that. And then we have the King of Swords here. We're also going to be way more deciphering, but not from a mind standpoint, from a heart standpoint, from the soul standpoint, from understanding who we are and how we acknowledge our truths and what lands as truth for us, and choosing from that place as opposed to the linear place of logic and pragmatism. Then there's going to be some new beginnings in money. What I'm getting here is new beginnings in foundation, in physical forms. Mostly what I'm seeing and sensing right now is in the realm of almost commerce, in the realm of where we put our money. So banking systems, maybe, where or how we kind of hoard or save our money. There's going to be new action taking on that. So we're probably going to see a wave of new foundations coming out of the financial institutions, of commerce in general. I mean, we're shifting way more into, you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that. Like, there's a huge shift happening there where we're moving out of physical money and more into this cryptocurrency. So there may be a big wave of what's happening around that. For those of you who have been manifesting love or relationships, there's going to be a lot more physical unions coming about with not only soulmates, but twin flames. And what this is going to do is help to raise the vibrational frequency of the planet and help raise the collective consciousness to a higher state of unconditional love, the highest state of unconditional love. If you are a twin flame, you know this journey is no joke. It is not easy, and everything about it comes back to you, not the other person, but you finding that state of unconditional love, not only for yourself and what you're transcending and the lessons that you're learning, but for your partner, no matter if you're with them or not. And so I just feel like your hearts are going to be content. There's going to be a lot more unions and a lot more sacred relationships coming into union, whether that's a soulmate or a twin flame. I'm seeing a lot of that. This Four of Wands is union energy, and then the Nine of Cups is all of your heart's desires, right? So just know that I really feel that coming. And with this being reversed, which is really interesting, right? With this being reversed, what I'm getting is it's reversed because it is coming after. It's coming at the close of the cycle. There's going to be like a wave of twin flame unions, a wave of people meeting their soulmates and coming into these sacred unions with their person, right? That really vibrates at that vibrational frequency of their soul desires and that match, right? Okay, and then from here we also have the Magician, the King of Coins reversed, the Four of Cups upright, the Two of Coins reversed, and the Knight of Coins. So there's a lot of coins, right? So for those of you that feel like you have lost money or have been in a state of grief, not only for maybe somebody that you lost, for something that you lost, or for monetary like value that you have been seeking that has not been working out. What I'm getting is for those of you who are like have been in this kind of heavy place of grief, of sadness, of feeling like things aren't working out or haven't been working out for you, that you're becoming the master magician in your life. You're becoming the alchemist and learning how to really not only harness your own energy, but work with energy and work with the elements in a way that works for you. Not doing what anybody else has told you to do, but literally doing what feels right and resonant within you. And when you follow that, not only do you have, or will you get the balance in the physical reality, especially with your money and your abundance and your finances, but you're going to be coming into the Knight of Coins, which is learning how to really administer all of this in balance and understand how to create everything from a state of balance. But you will ultimately get to the King of Coins, which is literally having everything you want in your physical reality. Love, relationships, the home, the, your career, your family, all of the things have come together as you have become this master alchemist or this master magician, right? So not only do you get balance, but you learn how to balance everything in your life, and then you become the master of that. So that's what's coming after this, which is really freaking exciting. Okay, are there any clarifiers for this? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we got the Empress and the Six of Coins reversed. Okay, again, so we have the Six of Coins reversed in the beginning here. We just got it again. New foundations. This is what's happening. New foundations in family, in your physical reality, on macro and micro scale. So just know that everything that's happening, try not to grieve the things that are leaving, right? Try not to be in that grief state, but allow yourself to come up right now, especially with this new or full moon and the lunar eclipse. Allow yourself to tap into pleasure, to tap into the things that light you up, that bring you joy. Laugh more, go dancing, get outside, ground your energy, connect with the people that make you feel loved and seen and heard and make you laugh more than anything. You need to be at this higher vibrational frequency to just allow everything to magnetize to you at that higher vibrational frequency. And the Empress upright. And so with the Empress, you really need to really tap into your instinct and intuition. Just know that you are in a very fertile moment. You are birthing something so new in this new reality. So just allow that to happen, the birthing process to happen. We cannot birth or create anything without chaos. This is the chaos energy that we're in. Eclipses bring chaos energy. They bring change. And with that, when I post this, this talk, we talk a lot about this. We go deep into chaos energy and how you're not supposed to stay in it, but it creates a cycle and you're supposed to finish the loop. You're supposed to finish the cycle. So really pay attention to your instincts and intuition right now. Allow yourself to feel through things. Allow yourself to rest if you need rest, drink more water, do things that bring you joy and really get you aligned with the frequency of pleasure. And with that, chill. As you chill, the things that need to work themselves out are going to work themselves out. And within a couple days, you can check in, see if there's anything that you need to do. Only act on inspired or divine inspiration when you're feeling inspired to do something. So inspired guidance, right? Only act from there if it feels good and when it feels like a soul call pulling you forward. And then with that, things will start to fall into place. The universe will have your back and you will be shown the path of least resistance to get to where you're wanting to go. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. I wasn't sure I was going to have enough energy to do this, but I am like amped right now. So that was purely channeled. I am going to have to watch that back because I don't even remember what I said now, but I hope that was helpful, you guys. Happy full moon with this lunar eclipse, and be sure to like and subscribe and hit the little bell. So when I do post that talk series, which will go, I think we'll be posting tomorrow, but when I post that, you'll get the notification that it posted and you can check it out. It's so beautiful, and we go so deep, and we talk for actually 2.5 hours, and it is so juicy, the conversation. I think you can get so much out of this, and it's all about learning and navigating how to live in your authentic truth and with your inner authority. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you again for being here. And if this was helpful and you would like to donate, I do have links to that below. Check all the links down below in the description box, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.